Rina always took the same route home, past the old train tracks and through the empty alley behind her apartment complex. It was quiet, deserted, the kind of place where sounds felt heavier. One night, as she walked past a flickering streetlight, she saw someone ahead. A woman standing still, her back turned. Rina slowed down. Something felt off. The woman's posture was stiff, her shoulders unnaturally high. Then, without moving her body, her head twisted all the way around. Rina froze. The woman's face was identical to hers. Same nose, same eyes, same frightened expression. The doppelganger smiled, too wide for a human mouth.
You left the door open.
It whispered in Rina's voice.
I let myself in.
Rina's blood ran cold. Her apartment, she never locked the door. She ran. She ran faster than she ever had. Up the stairs, down the hall, her apartment door was ajar. Inside, the lights were on. And from the bedroom, a voice, humming a song she hadn't sung in years. Then the humming stopped, and footsteps began to approach. Rina's breath came in ragged gasps as she stood frozen outside her apartment door. And now the footsteps were getting closer. Her instincts screamed at her to run, to get out of there. But something inside her needed to see, needed to know. Slowly, she pushed the door open wider. The apartment was exactly as she had left it. Shoes by the entrance, keys on the counter, except for one thing. The hallway mirror. It had been moved. It now stood facing the front door, reflecting Rina's pale, terrified face. But something was wrong. In the mirror, her reflection was smiling. Rina wasn't. Her reflection lifted a hand, not in sync with her movements, and pointed toward the bedroom door. The door that was slightly ajar, revealing only a sliver of darkness inside. Then, from within that darkness, her own voice called out.
Rina, why did you leave? We weren't done yet.
Her stomach twisted. That was her voice, but it didn't come from her throat. The bedroom door creaked open wider. The dim light from the hallway spilled inside, revealing something in the corner. Something that shouldn't be there. A woman stood in the shadows, her back facing Rina. Slowly, she turned, and Rina saw her own face. Only it was wrong. The eyes were too black, too hollow, the mouth stretched too wide.
You let me in.
It whispered.
Now I get to be you.
The reflection in the mirror let out a choked giggle. Rina's breath hitched as the air around her thickened. She staggered backward, her hands fumbling for the doorknob. She had to get out, but as she turned, she saw her reflection had stepped out of the mirror, and it was blocking the door. The last thing Rina saw before the world faded to black was her own smiling face, stepping toward her.